What's up, everybody? Three and impossible. We're missing we're missing Joseph. Joseph running into some Wi-Fi issues. So, Joe, we wish you were here, but we understand. We understand. See that's what it's called being a selfless teammate. He knows his audio would have been fucked up during the episode, so he said, "You know what, guys? I'll bow out. Y'all got it. Y'all got the team." So we're going to do it without Joseph, but we do got a special guest, James Harden's biggest fan, Germ.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Oh, I guess shit. Season just started pretty much, so it's a long process. Let's just say that.
It is a process. Now that your boys in Philly, you got to learn to trust the process. That's a big thing over there.
I ain't got no choice, especially with them being hurt.
Yeah. It's a hard process to trust. But we do have some news. So last time we were on, we talked about a litany of the things going on in Brooklyn, and we know who their new coach is now. The same guy that they brought in from the jump, Jacques Vaughn, is going to be the Nets' interim head coach for the remainder of the year. This is a pretty good situation as far as it goes for interim head coaches. You don't usually get like 70 games with Kevin Durant. That's not typically how your interim status goes. So good opportunity for him. Good for Jacques. I would say good on the Nets for not doing what was rumored that what they were going to do. They've had enough controversy lately. Probably just keep it simple here. And KD seemed pretty complimentary of him, and that's kind of where I'll start it. So I want to get you guys' reaction to Jacques Vaughn taking over for the Nets. KD said, he really simplified things offensively and defensively. It helps that it translated into a win last time they were out. But what do you guys think? You think this is going to be is this stock up or stock down for the Nets here? Jeremy, I'll let you kick it off. What do you think?
I'm gonna say honestly, I ain't gonna say neither. I feel like they stock is just where it is right now. Cause
The same old shit.
yeah, I mean, I do think they probably did the right decision. Some Nets fans don't care, but it's like, yeah, hiring him was cool, but I don't think it raises them stock, and I don't think it lowers it because I'm pretty sure he been there long enough. So KD and the other players, like obviously, I'm saying they trust him, or he got some type of something going on with at least KD because they wouldn't have hired him if that's the case. Um, but I think I think it's pretty good move. We're gonna see how he do. Like you said, he got a lot of games to prove it. So if he can actually coach, he definitely gonna have a job next year.
That's a fact. Devion, what
Yeah.
you think?
I guess it's a step up because they don't hate their coach now. So shit, like, that's like the best way you can look at it. But yeah, because KD liking somebody don't really mean much to me right now to
Yeah,
the end
KD
of the
KD
season.
liked him on
Yeah.
Thursday.
You
We'll
know what I'm
see how
saying?
KD likes him on Monday.
So, but I think as a whole, it is better. And then the shit. Well, I leave it on. So they didn't pick the coach we thought they were gonna pick, which is with after everything that transpired, it was kind of like smart for them not to do it after all the bullshit that happened. So it's a safe pick, good for the organization. He gives them a fresh start. So hey man, look, hey, hopefully he does well enough, and then he can get him a permanent coaching job. So shit, I ain't gonna be mad at nobody for that, but they winning. So
They've
hey, I
won, I
take
think,
it.
three or four. They've won
I
three or
like
four, I
it.
believe. So
So
yeah,
good move.
I think it's a stock up. One, like Jerem said, I think they had to have gotten buy-in from KD on that move because we're not that far removed from KD requesting a trade. If shit really hits the fan, it's not like KD's gonna be above saying, "Nah, fuck it, trade me by the deadline." You know what I'm saying? Like so that was all on the table. So I think that's good. I liked what KD said. He made it simple. I think that's you know when you've got Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, most of the time Kyrie Irving, like you don't have to get super complex. Like just do some things with the offense to put those guys in positions to succeed. KD Just get that man the ball at the elbow with a little bit of a clear out. That's a bucket 60% of the time, probably, right? So like, I think I think it's a good safe move. Um, like I think I'm not going to pretend like I know a whole ton about Jacques Vaughn and his philosophy and like what this is going to all end up looking like. But I think I'm happy for. I mean, let's just rewind to like right when Steve Nash got the job. Everyone's like, "Damn, why is it always a white guy that gets to have this kind of rare opportunity?" Right, where it's like he has no coaching experience. Where we just saw it in the NFL with Jeff Saturday, right? Like it's no experience, but he gets to go coach Kevin Durant, at the time Harden and Kyrie, right? I was like, that's kind of fucked up. Well, I'm glad that they at least gave a black guy now the opportunity to kind of build with KD, Ben Simmons, and Kyrie Irving, because it is a good situation, and it's a better situation than a lot of first time head coaches get. So
Hey,
I'm happy. I'm happy
Yeah.
for Jacques. Hopefully it works out for him. Hope they can they can make an Eastern Conference Finals run. That's what I'll be happy for. They can lose to the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. That'd be a good season for them.
this guy.
Let's talk about your team, Devion. Let's talk about your team. Russ
Hey.
to the bench. Russ has been looking better. Not exactly translating to wins, but it has peaked. Apparently, allegedly, according to I think Bleacher Report, Russ's name is starting to generate some trade buzz around the league. So, Jeremy, I'm gonna pose it to you like this: we've talked about this whole Russ with the Lakers thing ad nauseum.
All right, ask me
I
on
want to know
stupid.
from you first: would they trade him? Second, will he get traded?
So he said, wait. So he said the
First,
first one.
should they? Second, will they?
Oh, should they? Yes. Will they? They can't. So shit, they tried. So I mean, yes to both. To both answers, yes, yes, and yes. Honestly, should they? Yes, and will they? Yeah, they will. But that's the will part is easier said than done because not every team is gonna butcher whatever like half of their future to get Russell at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the will part. Other than that, it's like, yeah, then at the same time, some teams might be willing to do it, but if Jeannie Buss was really willing to give up them last two first round picks, Russ would have been gone. Like, she holding on to him. You know what I'm saying? As she should, because they traded all their picks with Russ and AD combined, they really don't have a future unless like the Lakers the only path to getting better after this season is probably like maybe seeing what LeBron gonna do, letting Russ go, and maybe trading AD and see what y'all get, and then go be then damn to rebuild, bro. Because AD is not gonna stay on the court. AD not winning without LeBron. And Russ gonna be gone. So you might as well trade AD, let LeBron go do what the fuck he gonna do to end his career, and damn sure not let Russ go. And but they tried to get something for us, they couldn't. They not gonna trade LeBron, bro. So the only one that's tradable out of them three would be AD right now, while his trade value is somewhat decent. But I don't know. I just think yeah. I think they should trade him, but definitely they will. But as we see, they've tried to.
All right, Devion. So what's your take on this whole situation? You buying the trade buzz? You think it's bullshit? Can I just give me your overall state of the Lakers when it comes to Russell Westbrook?
I told you they got to trade him. Shit, they don't got no other choice because we can't win with him. It's I say like the last couple of games he's been looking like him, but we still fucking losing. So shit, like it's you know what I'm saying that's good for him
Everybody, shit.
on everything, bro. That's good for him to stay relevant in the NBA, but somebody might take a chance on him, but for real, like the pieces or the players that we'll probably want, nobody's gonna give it to us because we don't got nothing to package it with.
Y'all
You know,
not getting.
you
Well,
get
y'all
you feel me? So it's gonna be like we're gonna have to get a whole bunch of role players and maybe somebody dumb enough to give us a future pick. But somebody gonna want like a I heard one of the rumors like Bradley Bill. I'm like, boy, they not fucking trading no Bradley Bill. But no Rush. I said AD not on the trade block. Get the fuck out of here, boy. It sound good.
Hey,
It sound real good, but I'm just like, we better just take a couple shooters, some defensive players, and let them like AD and LeBron do their thing, and then next year, hopefully, shit, we can keep this. Some people intact, but hey, bro, it's over with for us, bro. This I told you, bro, ninth seed. I, I don't see it going past ninth seed, even if we trade him. Shit, it's over,
Yeah,
bro.
I think the focus on this one is wrong. I don't think Russ is the guy that the Lakers trade.
They
I don't think Russ is the
shouldn't.
one that they get the
They
most for. Like I think the Lakers' problem is they only got like 4 or 5 like playable players on their entire team.
yeah.
Like you got LeBron, Russ, AD, Pat Bev. I mean, I love him, but my boy Nunn hasn't even looked very good. Like
yeah,
maybe Nunn. Like if he can actually get some more clock and actually get some run, like they just don't have any players. So like in my opinion, if you really want to try and win this year, AD ain't going to play more than 60 games anyways. I'd trade AD to a team, that thinks they're like a star away that would be willing to give up some of their depth.
that's facts.
Whether it's like a Chicago, get you like a maybe like Alonzo, Patrick Williams, like some of their kind of younger guys where they can maybe consolidate,
Uh,
maybe get you Big Vucevic, like
Bro,
something
they
like
I
that.
would
not
think,
trading
I,
him, and that's the
if I trade,
problem.
but if I
Bro,
trade,
they would trade him for Anthony Davis.
bro,
I'm
if
saying
AD goes
we need
to,
to trade Anthony Davis. I'm saying that's the problem for us. They want to hold on to him, get rid of his ass.
if,
Like,
Like
if bro,
it makes no sense to me because like the Lakers are not going to be shit when LeBron is done. They're barely shit with him.
no,
facts.
And so
yeah, sure.
if LeBron retires in 2 years, I don't care if Anthony Davis is still on your team. Anthony Davis is gonna be 30 something at that point, 31. Uh, that's not gonna be your bridge to the future. Like if
Bro,
he can't do it with LeBron, he's definitely not gonna do it by himself.
if they trade,
We've seen that movie before.
if
Bro,
they
it's gonna
trade,
be worse than what we seen before. Keep
yeah,
keep it G. It's gonna be way worse.
if they trade AD to the Bulls, bro, if I'm the Lakers, bro, I'm not trading AD to the Bulls if I don't get DeRozan or Levine in return. I'm getting one of them in return. You're not going to keep both
I
of them.
mean, if I'm the Lakers, I really don't care. If you can give me 2 or 3 guys that can actually start and play and space the floor, and that way I got a bunch of people that can fit with LeBron and Russ, like
Yeah, that's true.
I'll do it. Like I get it. Like yeah, you would obviously want one of those guys, but I mean honestly, I don't know that that's even either one of those guys really even fits either because they can't
They
shoot
don't.
for shit either.
I think DeMar fit. DeMar,
DeMar can't shoot. That's what
shit,
Lakers' problem. No one can shoot.
Yeah, we don't got no
LeBron's their
shooters,
best
bro.
3-point shooter
DeMar can't shoot.
But it's not like
from
the way we
three.
need, like what we need.
Yeah, I give you that, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck that. DeMar gonna go get buckets. He gonna
Bro,
go hoop, bro.
It looks a lot easier when you're on a well constructed team like the Bulls.
yeah.
That shit ain't gonna slide on the Lakers.
Nah,
When the biggest 3-point shooting threat on your team is LeBron James,
nah,
you're not have that middle of the floor that ain't open for you anymore. It don't look the
nah.
same.
They really need to package up AD and Russ and go get like a
Nah,
three-way.
no one's
team.
taking on $90 million of contract, bro.
No, I'm saying it needs to be like a three-way team. Send Russ somewhere else, send AD somewhere. Somebody get this and this, but AD gotta go,
I
bro.
mean, if they could turn Russ
know.
into that whole Buddy Hield and Miles Turner thing, like they need to do that. I don't care if
But-
it costs a couple of first round picks. If that's actually available, they need to jump on that.
But
'Cause,
they're
like,
not going to
those
take
two
that,
fit.
and they should. I know those are perfect pieces. And if we can ship AD, we can get some quality picks for AD. I'll blow that whole team up. Cause this year, bro, like AD's not playing, bro. You said 60 games. You said you think he gonna play 60 games.
I'm just saying, like max, he's gonna miss. What I'm basically saying, he's gonna miss at least 20 games.
Shit, yeah, at least you right, at least 20 games. Cause he gonna get, bro, he gonna get a bruised pinky toe. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something stupid, bro. They need to just keep LeBron and then just focus on winning right now. Because if we can't win right now, we not go what future do we have if we can't win right now, at least give somebody some hope that says like, all right, well, we did win 2 years ago, so they still got it in their tank. Now we just like a has-been team. So just blow it up, go try to win right now. If you can't start over, bro, free up that cap space. You still LA, bro. People still want to come to fucking LA. You need to do some shit off the court, give some endorsement to make them want to come. Because if motherfuckers going to Chicago to play, Chicago, and we can't get nobody to play, that says something about our organization for real.
I was gonna say the city of Chicago, nice, but yeah, you talking about the organization, so
yeah, no, the organization trash. City of Chicago, dope, but the organization, well, they still hanging on the Jordan.
I already know. I would too. Shit. I wouldn't even care. Shit, I can't care. I don't even blame them for that. Shit, I would too. Shit.
Shit.
It's like the
All
Patriots,
right,
the Patriots gonna forever hold on to Brady, no matter what. They gonna always bring
there was no reason to bring Tom Brady into this. We don't need to talk about that bitch. No. Leave him off this show. Let's move on. So we gotta talk about this a little bit. We kind of touched on it a little bit last episode. Let's talk about now that he's been suspended. Kyrie Irving was suspended for a minimum of 5 games by the Nets. I think that's important to point out, not by the NBA, but by the Nets. These were the stipulations that were put into it. He needs to apologize and condemn the movie that he posted on Twitter. $500,000 donation to an anti-hate cause, sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training, meet with ADL, Jewish leaders, and then meet with Joe Tsai, the owner of the Nets, to demonstrate an understanding. So today he had that meeting with their owner, Joe Tsai, and he said he came away thinking Kyrie Irving does not have any anti-Semitic feelings or any hate towards any group of people. We kind of first guessed this before it had come out, but last episode, Joe, Devion, and I talked about really doubted that Kyrie Irving actually watched the movie that he posted. Just basically looked at the title and thought the title was something he would agree with. That has been pretty much confirmed. I think CJ McCollum confirmed that. So let's just, Jeremy, I'll let you start, kind of give your thoughts on the whole, situation. And let's go maybe a step further than Kyrie should probably just shut the fuck up because he really just needs to stop talking. But Jeremy, kick us off.
Shit, the to-do list is some bullshit for sure. That's I don't understand that at all. Like I feel like if it would have been the other way around, like another Jewish person or just somebody that's I feel like not black, like you know what I'm saying, y'all probably made them apologize, maybe made them pay a fine, and everything would have been good. Keep it pushing. But with Kyrie, they really trying to go above and beyond. So that suspension, I mean, the suspension for 5 games, I feel like it's a little excessive too. Like maybe 2 or something like that. But and a lot of people also feel like that I've talked to about the situation feel like he didn't say nothing really wrong. You know what I'm saying? He posted a link or something and all that other shit. But
Kyrie's definitely wrong. Kyrie is wrong. Doubled down on being wrong. I think the 5 game, because I think you're right. Like if he just would have posted the link and then people are like, Kyrie, what the fuck? And then I think the bigger suspension comes from then his press conferences where he's not trying to he's not taking responsibility for it. He keeps kind of furthering. He keeps basically stepping in it more. I think that's where the 5, because I think you're right. Like posting a link to a fucked up movie is bad. Probably not 5 game suspension bad. That's probably. I think it's the fact that he kept going with it is probably where the suspension comes from. But Devion, what do you think? What do you think of the whole situation?
I think they're just trying to make an example out of him, or the Nets just don't fuck with him, or they trying to force him to retire or something. Because
both,
it's some make him apologize and suspend him for a game or 2, or just make him apologize and fine him. The fuck I gotta go and donate $500,000 to some anti-hate cause? I've never even heard nobody ever in the NBA have to do some shit like that, sensitivity training and meet with fucking Jewish leaders. What the fuck does that have to do? Like, if I made a mistake, cool, bro, but the fuck I gotta spend all this money, all this time, cause I made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's yeah, he wrong, he made a mistake, but god damn, bro, like people be beating up bitches and they damn near won't suspend them until a video come out. But like all this over a link and you know what I'm saying, and a couple things. I think that's you know what I'm saying. That just makes it seem like, and that's why I don't like that organization, and that's why you're gonna have a hard time fucking winning in the long term. Because you can't. I understand you trying to do that, but do this shit behind closed doors and have a conversation. Yeah, he should talk with the owner. That's something you get to understand with the owner. You know,
Yeah.
just to get
Meeting with the owner is
yeah
like
mandatory.
what should happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
that
rest of
should
this shit, this should be behind closed doors. Whether he had to do it or not, don't publicize it, and because you making it seem like you
Well,
make an
I think
example
no,
out of
I think
like,
they have to publicize it because of how public Kyrie was with all of his shit.
man,
So like
it's
in
Kyrie
my
though, bro.
opinion,
Like this shit don't like
well, I mean
it ain't
that doesn't
nothing
excuse
crazy.
it. Like I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
like a public when you do something bad in public, the apology has to be in public. So
That's
I
true,
think
but that ain't
like
just an apology.
here's my no yeah
Yeah.
no I think the requirements of his reinstatement are a bit excessive. So obviously, I agree he's got to apologize and condemn the movie. I also don't think him just posting on Instagram is good enough, in my opinion. I don't think that's good enough. I think he needs to have that same energy that he had when he was in his old press conference, getting all defensive. I think he's got to show up in front of the in front of the press and apologize and say he was wrong. I think he should do that. Now, I can be okay with him just apologizing on social media, but if it was up to me, I'd say, Kyrie, I want you in front of reporters, kind of apologizing, one, for how you treated them when they asked you about it, and two, more importantly, for the actual movie. Meeting with Josiah, I think that's obvious. And I'm even good with the donation. Like, to me, that's a fine. Like, and you're taking a fine. I would rather them do that than take a fine and pocket it for the Nets, in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna fine him, give it to the people that he actually offended, because he didn't offend the fucking Brooklyn Nets. So I think those three things would have been fine. Like now this meeting with like Jewish leaders, what kind of like what you're saying, what both you guys are saying, like if this was like a white player
It shit ain't
that
happen.
posted some shit like that said
That's
slavery
right.
never happened in America, right? Like, would the energy be the same?
No,
Right? Like that's I think that's a fair question. It also doesn't excuse what Kyrie did. Like Kyrie's an idiot. Like Kyrie needs to, like if you're gonna Kyrie's too grown to be posting shit that he didn't watch. Like I'm sorry. He is way too old for that bullshit.
yeah, I ain't
So
watched that movie, so I don't even know what the fuck it says in
I
there.
did some
So you
research
know,
on it. I didn't watch it, but I did do some research and look at some of the. It's from a book that got turned into a movie, and like the movie denies that the Holocaust ever happened. It claims that like there's like the secret society of Jewish people that are like holding everybody down, specifically Black people. Like it's about every single like stereotype for Jewish people is basically portrayed in this movie. Um, we talked about it like on the last episode. We are pretty confident Kyrie thought he was basically just saying that like the original Israelites and everything look a little more like him than they would look like me. Like I'm pretty sure that's what
yeah,
Kyrie thought he was saying, and he just picked like the worst fucking movie to
yeah,
portray
like,
that.
that's a fact.
I think that's as simple as it is with Kyrie Irving, unfortunately. But you know, I hope Kyrie does a little better. But let's move on from this one. We might have a possible beef already on one of the teams, fellas. Minnesota. They're kind of a lot of like subtle shots taken like through the media by some of the players. I think is interesting. Devion, I know you were with me. You didn't like the trade for Rudy to begin with. Thought it was
Just
really
stupid.
stupid. But, you know, we had the people early in the season, like maybe even before the season, they were talking about, you know, people joke with Anthony Edwards about him liking Popeyes, right? And then Karl Anthony Towns, I don't think that shit's funny. Basically calling out Anthony Edwards for maybe not being completely in shape. Odd person to do that kind of calling out, but whatever. Then it's just like little subtle shots like that have been like kind of bouncing between players in their post game press conferences. They're not off to the hottest of starts. I think they are in the 5-7 club, which German I know a little too well. But like it like when you watch them, I've watched a couple of their games. It just really looks bad. So what do you guys make of the whole situation in Minnesota? I think Kendrick Perkins today made an interesting point. He said it looks like there's a bunch of guys that are trying to be the guys, essentially what it is. And they're kind of like
talent for sure.
They're kind of like bickering about like, no, I'm the alpha, like that type of thing. So Devion, I'll let you start this one. What do you make of that whole situation in Minnesota?
Kind of like what we thought it would be. It is. It's just a bunch of divas on the team, all trying to really showcase the talent. Like you said, who's gonna be head honcho when it's like Karl Anthony Towns is so soft to me. Like for a dude to be that talented, bro, is so sensitive. Like the fuck does half this shit bother you for? Then you got the person who is the best player on your team, Edwards. He jokes about a lot of shit. So you got one person who can't take a joke, one person who jokes all the time. Rudy jokes about the worst shit in the world. Then you just throw them all on the team, and then you don't have that one guy like a Pat Bev.
You got D'Lo dry snitching on everybody.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to go get into him because So you got 4 players like that, and then like a player like Pat Bev is one of the only type of players that can just like make them come together, no issues. That's gone. So now you got a bunch of young-minded players that's trying to figure out a system in an organization that's not known for winning or producing great players. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a bunch of dope players at the gym that like, man, they got all the talent in the world, but they can't win. That's what we watching.
Jeremy, what you think?
It's terrible.
Shit, they terrible for sure. Man. Like,
do you think they can figure it out?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't giving up on them, but like, I wasn't big on Minnesota coming to the season, no way, because I do think that trade was very, very goofy. So the fact that they're having trouble, and then I think that their starting 5 is like, I want to say second to last or last in offensive rating in the league right now. So and I'm not surprised. Like, you got Rudy Gobert, who offensively doesn't do shit.
Hold on, but look, he averaged 13 and 13. You know how dumbass people gonna be looking at stats and shit.
Bro, he don't do shit offensively next to a nigga in Cat who can hoop offensively, but he not gonna use nothing defensively for real. Like you said, and he's soft on top of it. So, but having them two on the floor at the same time not gonna work, bro. Like, just like having Westbrook and Patrick Beverley on the floor at the same time, shit not gonna work, bro. Like, it's just you can't have 2 non-scores or 2 niggas who literally do the same thing. One might do it at a higher level than the other, but they literally do the same thing, bro. Pat Bev and Russ do the same thing. Russ just a higher motor, better player, but offensively, Russ is a liability just like Patty is. Rudy Gobert and Cat, and Rudy can't score for shit. He's gonna protect the paint and catch oops, but y'all don't even have a point guard like that to really throw. Like Rudy with a Chris Paul, gonna be cold as fuck. Rudy with a James Harden, a Trae Young, Stephen Curry, gonna be cold as fuck because nigga, he gonna be like he need a point guard to make.
They're gonna trick somebody into one of those DeAndre Jordan contracts.
Like, bro, like he gonna
bro,
bro. Like
they would.
He'll look better with one of them type of players. Like Minnesota don't have one of them type of players. Like,
but Edwards gonna have to, for that to look like exactly what you're talking about. Edwards got to go out there and score 35, 40 every night, and he got to pick up all the slack.
He ain't ready for that. He ain't nowhere near ready. Yeah, mentally or physically, he ain't ready for that shit right now, bro.
Right now, it ain't looking that great for him.
That trade.
I mean, I was all the way out on the trade when it happened. Like, I liked their team last year. I thought they could have just tried to add some more like subtle pieces. I don't think like a big splash was necessary. Yeah, man. Like, cause like last year, like they were good. they just didn't know how to close games out. Like that's all that they were
Yeah.
really missing. They could not close teams out. You saw that in the playoffs against Memphis. Like they probably should have beat Memphis in that series, but
No,
Memphis
they
knew what
should
they
have.
would do in clutch moments. Minnesota didn't. That was really the difference in that series. So yeah, going to get Rudy, I was like, what? I don't understand what they thought that was going to
Bro,
solve.
out of all the splash players they went to go get Rudy. Like I was, if they that package that they gave up for Rudy, y'all to get that shit up for KD. When he was asking for a trade, okay, that's KD. Y'all
Right.
to go get Rudy, y'all gave up 4 first-round draft picks, bro.
And that's why I have no faith in the Lakers just go because when you do bullshit like Rudy, you get players like that for Rudy. We can't get nothing.
Good-ass
Rudy
player.
should be on the fucking. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold it. I don't like that nigga. Rudy is just. You know they trying to hold on to a motherfucker who 7 foot and can rebound, soft and can't do nothing. Like every year in the
Bro,
play,
I'm
he
sorry
get
if
cooked.
if I throw the ball to a cutting 7'3" guy who's got nobody really around him at the rim and he
And he
can't
don't
make that
dunk it.
100% of the time, I don't want him.
I want him. He gonna
That's a
get bounced off
different
and fade
player,
away
bro.
and brick. Like
Like-
bro, you give Rudy the type. I'm telling you, bro. Them point guards, they can handle the ball.
Bro, I'm not
Like,
hearing that. I'm not hearing that. He just had Mike Conley for like 3 years. I'm not hearing that.
Mike Conley ain't nowhere near. Let's be honest about that. Mike Conley really only had 1 good year in Utah. Let's be honest with you right now.
That's fine. That's fine. But maybe he only had 1 good year because he thought he was getting a Marc Gasol or a Zebo, but he just got fucking Rudy Gobert.
Bro, Rudy Gay was never, bro. We never thought Rudy Gay was gonna be none of that shit. Like, bro, he never showed that though. Like Rudy, we knew he played defense and he could protect the rim. Offensively, he never showed potential ever. Like, never to even be like, well, Rudy gonna put together one of these years. Like, no, bro. Like, he never showed that potential since he been.
I'm just saying, bro. Mike Conley has been one of the best pick and roll point guards in this generation of the NBA. If you can't make it work with him, I know he's older and he's not the same player anymore. But that pick and roll savvy is still there. Like, I'm sorry, Rudy Gobert just fucking sucks. He's just terrible.
He do that, bro. He do, but
he's terrible.
You put him with Chris Paul, Stephen Curry.
I'm not saying his numbers won't go up. He's still gonna suck. He's still at the end of the day, when it comes to the playoffs, he'll get played off the floor.
Oh yeah, every time.
End of the day. And that's why I don't understand because like Karl Anthony Towns was damn near getting played off the floor last year in their playoff games. So you went and got 2 of them.
I don't know because I think about it like with Golden State. They had JaVale, like they used to close games out with JaVale at the 5 and KD at the. Okay, I know it's KD at the 4, but like, so I'm talking about as far as like size, like if you got the right coach running the right system, Rudy Gay can close.
But JaVale moves so much better than Rudy does. I'm not saying JaVale is a better like rim protector or anything, but he moves his feet way better than Rudy.
I feel like
we all remember all the memes and the gifs where they had Rudy's dumbass spinning around, going all over the goddamn place. Like come on, bro.
If you put shooters around Rudy, like I think he could.
You're still not throwing him the fucking ball. That's what they did in Utah. They had nothing but shooters everywhere.
You're not gonna throw the ball. He's not that type of player. You're not gonna like, bro.
I'm saying you can have 3 shooters, a good point guard running pick and roll with him. He's still not you're gonna be a good regular season team, and that's your ceiling.
I'd rather get JaVale McGee because I know I get 15 minutes out of him,
1,000 times,
and then get somebody else who go stub in and start shooting because I know what I'm getting. But you just spent $500 billion to go get this weak ass player that can get 13 rebounds. What you got? A dude who can get rebounds already, but nothing else. Like you said, bro, it's just that was.
Bro, I'm gonna put it to you like this: one of the players that they included in that deal to Utah, Jared Vanderbilt, I wouldn't give up Vanderbilt straight up for Rudy Gobert.
No,
if I'm being real, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. Talent to get, bro. I was surprised. I'm like, bro, y'all should spend that to try to go get Kyrie or KD or somebody.
Thank you. Waiting for some bullshit.
Dejounte Murray or like any of these guys that got moved in the offseason.
There's so many other better players that's probably asking for trades that y'all could have went and got.
Should just wait.
Yeah, I don't want to scoop out. I meant to say something about. I don't want to scoop out your point about Patrick Beverley not being there. I think that's huge for them being this complete shit show now. Like Pat Bev is like like him or love him, like hate him or love him, like
Yeah,
that dude gets his team.
He proved his worth.
Like they are. He'll get everybody to buy in and think it's everybody against them.
Yeah.
He's been gone for 12 games, and they're already bickering like little bitches. So
he actually had a pretty good. He had a pretty good. In the play-in game.
that boy Bev was hooping.
Bro,
That boy was taking people off the dribble. I'm like, who is this?
they got to where they were last year.
Whether the second round,
it was because of him. Whether it was whether what he was doing on the court or what you could tell what he was doing to him mentally. Like you don't get that up for Rudy Gobert and all them picks,
Look,
bro.
I know your Lakers are struggling, but like I was watching y'all play the Clippers. Y'all were getting your ass whooped in the first half. Pat Bev, they had a lineup out there. I think LeBron was resting on the bench. AD was resting on the bench, I think. But it was Pat Bev and Russ, right? And then just a bunch of bullshit because you know how the Lakers roster looks. Pat Bev was getting into the Clippers' ass on defense. You know, talking his little shit to Paul George, like getting right into people. And I'm telling you, like it just instantly got everybody. Like Russ is sprinting to close, like everybody's just moving, everybody's trying. And then on the other end, Russ was pushing the pace. Russ got in the post. He's like 2 of 8 at this point. Makes a little shot over a guard to go 3 of 9. He starts rocking the baby on somebody though. It turned up the team, and they got to within I think 1 or 2 by halftime. And it's literally because of just like stupid little energy shit that Patrick Beverly does.
Yeah, he earns his worth.
He just turns the team up.
He does. He earns his worth. It's just you. That's why I don't understand how he goes for so many. Like why Minnesota, when you got potential, you give up a mentor. That's what I wouldn't have done. I would have waited throughout the whole season into the trade deadline and just try something different. But I'm not giving up the one thing because you think you're gonna get some while he's hot. Because that's gonna help like a player like him helps you 2-3 years down the line when he's no longer there. But mentally, he already put it in their head. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's just a
now what they did is they told all those young guys, yeah, this guy's nice, but he's expendable. That type of player is expendable. That's what they told their young roster. All right, we got to cater this to Jeremy a little bit here.
Yeah.
5 and 7. Your 76ers. On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you?
Realistically, like a 4 or 5. Because I'm like, I see stuff that's fixable, very fixable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Doc can do a little better, but it's still very early. With basketball, I really don't judge, at least until like January, at least. But James Harden doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep that same energy. Y'all say he was washed. You know what I'm saying? Came back doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? If anything, he been playing better than Embiid. Numbers are fuck them numbers. I've been watching. He been playing way better than Embiid, but I mean it's cool. Like I said, he hurt now, so they just gotta. I need Maxey. Since Harden went down, Maxey really been struggling for real. I figured he would have turned up. He been struggling bust a little bit since Harden went down, but like I said, it's early in the season, bro. Like some games I think we should have beat Milwaukee, should have beat the Spurs, should have beat fucking the Wizards the second time. We didn't drop about 3 or 4 games. I know we damn sure enough should have won, but then they couldn't. Then, Embiid came out with his injury that he dealt with over the summer, so he didn't really leading up to camp. He really didn't do a lot of basketball shit. So of course they dropped that news, but other than that, like bro, I'm like, okay, that's cool and all, but I need you to play better, bro. But it's early, bro. Give me to like mid-January, and then we'll see.
Then you might start turning up the worry meter a little bit.
Yeah, if
all right, Devion.
Worse shit.
What do you think? What's your level of worry for the Sixers?
Shit, like a 3-4. I ain't really too worried about them. Yeah, they just threw away a couple games, and James, what's wrong about him? James looking like James again. I give that, but
I'm worried about that. I still like the roster, and I think we're gonna make some moves. Like knowing Daryl Morey, we gonna trade for somebody during the deadline.
But I'm just waiting for James and Embiid, to be good at the same time all the time.
If that happens,
Yeah, bro. Like they can't. I ain't too worried about because like the way they losing the games, it's just like, all right, this is the beginning of the season. But if this shit happened in the middle of the season, and that worried me to a 10. You get what I'm saying? But it's early. I'll tell you, I give everybody about 20 games.
That's what I be saying. Like,
I give everybody about 20 games.
Yeah.
But this ain't Minnesota. Look, like Minnesota, it just look terrible. This is like some old ass, how like old ass dudes ain't hooped in a while and they just trying to get it together. It's like the same type of feel to me. So I ain't really too worried about him. I just, as long as MB stay healthy, I ain't gonna ever count him out as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah, with this team.
As long as he stays healthy.
I'm going 7. I'm getting worried. I'm not panicking yet, but I'm worried. I'm worried because we saw what happened last time Harden had a hamstring injury. 2 years later, that man was still using that excuse. Now he's hurt his hamstring again, and this sounds like it's a fairly, like, not just a little tweak. Like if he's missing them, they said what, at least a month. Like that, like to me, like that's that worries me because like if look, like I don't really think Philly's gonna do anything either way.
It's gonna be. Oh shit!
But like I'm not worried about them either way.
Yeah, they said the foot injury wasn't that severe, but it was like a foot strain. So I'm just like, it ain't his hamstring.
Was it a foot or a hamstring?
Foot. It ain't his hamstring.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was hamstring. Foot injury.
Like a foot sprain. So I'm like, a foot sprain. That's like,
I don't know if that's better or worse.
I'm like, bro, it's early. Like,
I mean, it makes sense for them to hold him out, right? Like we're in fucking November. Hold him out. Make sure he gets back and healthy. The only thing that worries me is like, how much water can they tread without him? And is Embiid gonna try and like, if Embiid really tries to like push it this early, is Embiid then gonna get? Well, but is that gonna lead to an Embiid injury? Like all the things that like cannot go wrong for Philly.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about. I thought Harden looked closer to like what we're used to with Harden. Like I thought he definitely looked better than he did the last couple of years before he tweaked his foot. I still just like I don't know, like if you're gonna like, to me it's like you're getting more of the old Harden that we're used to, but he's doing it in the same way, which then makes me think even like less of their chances. It's like that's what's kind of worrying me. Like he still hasn't seemed to like post going to Houston how to still get buckets and be aggressive, but do it within an offense. Like that's just what bothers me with James Harden. Like I hate the dribble. Like Embiid's just standing there. PJ Tucker is just standing in the corner. Like
they still gotta learn. Him and Embiid definitely still gotta learn to play with each other. But like you said, like Devion said, they both can just be consistently good night in, night out. Between them two, that's enough.
Like the way that James Harden plays is not conducive for anybody else getting theirs. Like unless it's like just dumping off for like a dunk, like that's all that James Harden is going to set you up for, a dunk or a catch and shoot 3-point shot.
But that's
like,
you
never know when you're going to get it. That's what James Harden's going to dribble. He's going to dribble the air out of the ball.
They just got to make these shots. Like we might got shots like James Harden gonna get you.
Okay, but like this is what I always say. Like if you're just standing there waiting for James Harden to do whatever the fuck he's gonna do, and then he just decides to do it, like that is hard to be a consistent shooter. Like that's why you get pissed every time in the playoffs. Oh my God, James Harden's teammates let him down again. No, that's the game you play when you play that kind of style. Like if you watch these other teams that have good 3-point, like you watch the Warriors. Those motherfuckers are touching the ball every possession. They are all getting looks every possession. They know when they're going to get them. They know when it's coming because of the action. That's not the same as playing with James Harden. Like
that's true. I give you that, but
and there's the thing that bothers. This is why I can't stand watching him is because he doesn't have to play like that. That's what annoys me the most. But he doesn't have to be that guy because we saw him at OKC be successful in his role, not playing that way. So I hate that he refuses to play within an offense. I hate that.
Bro, if James Harden low-key would get it to where everybody touches the ball, goes to a corner, somebody drives, gives it to him, he get his shot going, bring it to him, and he take you off the dribble. I don't think y'all can stop the Sixers.
You can't.
But
The
can't
Sixers
stop
would
him.
be the easy title favorites.
Yeah,
Easy title favorites if
You
James
ain't
Harden
beating
would just learn again or just commit to playing within an offense. Let the ball move around a little bit, run some DHOs for their shooters,
boy,
then
that boy
kick
would
out to
have.
Harden, kick out to Harden where he can either pump fake you or be sudden and go right by you. Like, bro, you're not stopping that.
That boy gonna have.
Oh, then he
30
goes by you.
assists
He goes by you, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. He goes by you. Then
30
you got to help off Embiid, bro. They're like the team's done.
Can't do nothing.
You know what
Yeah, like
the best thing that would have happened to James Harden is if he would have gotten traded to Miami, because Spo was not going to go for all that bullshit. He could have played within an offense. Bam would look like a fucking actual max player instead of this fucking player that we have at center, who's just like a really good player. Like, but you know, he went to Philly.
But I think because Doc offense.
I want him anyways.
Doc offense is just, I don't know. I'm looking at it like it could be, it still could be more movement. Like I noticed when Embiid didn't play and Harden played, like the ball did move more. Like, and then now the Harden down and I'm watching them play, like the ball still moves, but now it's like without Harden, it's like I said, Maxey been struggling. Like he ain't not been shooting, but he has been struggling. But at the same time, I feel like Harden I feel like he can adapt. A lot of people, when he got traded to Brooklyn, that was the biggest thing. Everybody was saying, like, can he adapt? Can he adjust? He gonna do the same shit. He went to Brooklyn and he literally adapted more than KD and Kyrie had to, and nobody gave him credit for that. They were just like, "Oh,
I just like I think when like someone like myself, right? When I say I want Harden to adapt, what that means to me is not just less shot attempts, because that's all that really happened to me in Brooklyn. It was just less shot attempts.
But each situation, depending on what situation you in, depending on how you're gonna have to adapt to it. In that specific situation,
Right. I'm not saying it's
like,
completely his fault. It's not like they had a fucking offense to begin with. Like their offense was just give the superstars the ball.
He had to
right?
he had to sacrifice shot attempts with that, like with that situation, with that team. All he had to do was go in there, be the point guard, sacrifice some of them shot attempts, score when you need to, type shit. Okay, cool. Going to Philly is a different type of sacrifice now, because now it's like you got to adjust again because it's you and Embiid. Yes, Maxey.
I'm not giving him an excuse though, because that was his choosing.
man,
he chose too, though.
Boy,
that's what I'm saying. He chose both them
Embiid.
trades.
All you'll be saying is this all season.
Yeah, he chose to go to Brooklyn too. Like, so if you're gonna go to Brooklyn, he knew what he was going into. That's why I feel like he adapted fine. Like the same shit he did in Brooklyn really is like it amazes so many people. I'm just like, that's what he like. I know it don't look that way because Mike D'Antoni literally took the ball and put it in his hand when he got to Houston. It was like, you gonna be the offense. Like, you know, Mike D'Antoni offense run best when he got a point guard that can run that motherfucker. James Harden, he has Steve Nash. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna put the ball in your hands. A lot of people was like, what the fuck? Like,
James Harden bailed out D'Antoni, not around. Like James Harden needs an actual like solid fucking coach. Like,
oh yeah, I do agree with that.
Miami
system.
I know.
Look
at what Boston did. You know what I'm saying? Look at Boston. Look at Miami. You know what I'm saying? You get solid coaches with players like him. I ain't gonna lie. Man, it'd be all this with fucking Embiid because I'll be racking their ass, throwing up there. Embiid will be dunking on everybody in NBA.
He did it with Clint. Like, I know Clint and Embiid, and Clint is a better roller, I would say, to the basket. That's what he does best. But like they were saying, like how it won't work, pick and roll won't work because Embiid's not really a roller, yada yada yada. I'm just like, y'all expecting James Harden to be the only one to adjust. Like Embiid gonna have to adjust his game too, because that 2-man, even within the 21 games that they played together last year, they had the best pick and roll in the league. Like that rating was like it wasn't even close. Like they had the best pick and roll.
Because Embiid plays too much like a guard, and if he really racked him up like a center, he should be.
Oh, to get your ass in
what
the
you gonna
paint,
do?
like you're too small. Like I said it last year, but I definitely said it this year, especially the first 2 games of the season against Boston. That first game against Boston, bro. Number one, they don't have nobody to guard you anyway. Number two, Horford was in foul trouble. Grant Williams not playing.
Robert Williams.
Robert Williams not playing. Grant Williams was in foul trouble because they had to go small, put him on you. Then the other backup center, whatever his name was, he was in foul trouble. So I'm like, bro, they got their bigs in foul trouble. Boston small. Harden was
we-
busting ass that game. But Embiid, like you look at the numbers, Embiid had a good game. But if you watch that shit, you like, bro, like
Majority of that game, Embiid looked like he didn't care about playing.
Yeah,
yeah,
all they gotta
like,
do is
he
look
easily could have
at
had 30 and 10. Like Harden had like 35 and like he had double that game. And Embiid, him and Embiid could have
facts.
easily had 30,
But the
bro.
thing is, you
But-
look at that game, they said, I remember looking at it, they said James Harden dribbled more than the rest of the 76ers combined.
Yeah, like that's what. But see, that's I don't mind that though. Harden don't need to be Houston Harden, but he gonna have them games where it's like if he hot like that, fuck it, let him have it. Like
I'm just telling you, then I don't want to hear you complain about what the other people don't do for you.
I'm talking about Embiid though. I ain't coming like
Hey,
Joel. If Joel killing, I'm not gonna say like Devion said they
Man.
both can kill together.
I'm just saying, like you don't. But that requires James Harden not to do that shit where he dribbles 17 seconds off the shot clock.
That's true. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is, if
That's what
Harden,
I'm not saying Harden can't take the exact same shots he's doing. I'm just saying he needs to get it more organically, like in a way that keeps everyone involved. That's all I've ever said about James Harden. I've never denied that man's talent. It's just the way that he plays basketball he's never gonna win a championship that way.
yeah, he
But
never off the ball.
they need to go watch the old Lakers where Shaq and Kobe used to do
Bro,
this shit.
look at how Kobe used to get
go
his
look
buckets.
at that. Go look at that. And if y'all can literally imitate that, unstoppable. Because NBA can't nobody hold.
Look at how
Embiid,
look at how Jimmy gets his buckets in Miami.
Hey, bro, looking like a god out there.
They just get him at the ball in a spot, and then
that
he
thing.
takes it from that spot. James Harden can do that.
He
But
did go back.
we got to move on. We got to move. This is way too much. This is way too much content on some.
Hey,
I'll be
look,
nice.
y'all ain't no
I'll be
better
nice.
than shit.
I'll be nice. All right, we're gonna play a little buy or sell. Are you buying or selling the Cavaliers as title contenders as they are sitting right now second seed in the East?
If we talking about right now, you got to. But the season is so long, I gotta see if it's gonna last. Joe looking good with his pick. He said it was gonna be about top 4. Now Mitchell in the MVP conversation is no, but as far as the team, like I said, they was nice last year though. Like they was nice last year. They young. They got the right. They got the right mixture of young talent, a good coach, and some vets that can still. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all go get Mitchell. Like I feel like Mitchell fit this team very well. Like he gonna be cool. Like he gonna get his shots. He gonna affect the team. Like and he has had his clutch moments. So and then he's young too. Like Mitchell ain't that old either. So give Cavs like a good 2 or 3 years, bro. Maybe 4. I'm gonna say 2 or 3 for real. Like if they make any other move, because I think they got some draft picks too. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure they gave up all those draft picks to get Mitchell.
I'm pretty sure they didn't give her. I'm pretty sure they might not have a first. I'm pretty sure they can maybe a second or a third. But either way,
first of all, there's no such thing as a third round pick in the NBA. But second of all, nobody gives a fuck about a second round pick either. It's first pick or bust.
That's true. But with that team they got, they don't need no first round. Like that team they got, bro, they need somebody to come in, buy in, and play your role. Like you do that to the.
No, that's fair.
Rather if it's a shooter.
I mean, they have a really nice core of players right there. They got
they got like Garland, nice.
Yeah, Darius Garland,
bro,
Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, obviously Donovan Mitchell. They still got Karis LeVert. Like that's a solid 5 right there.
Like that trade.
So you're buying. You're buying, Germ.
Right now, yeah. I mean, if you're going up right now, you got to.
Sure, I'm just asking you for your prediction. You think they're going to be a contender in the East?
That's going to change. It could definitely change, but right now, yeah.
All right, right now you're buying. Devion, you buying or you selling?
What you mean, like a title contender? Is what you said, right? Nah, I'm not. Like they, nah, they playing good. You know what I'm saying? Like they nice, and yeah, I guess like the way they playing, Joe is gonna be right. Like they gonna be high, but like
he's still wild as fuck for picking Donovan Mitchell to be his MVP. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't get that at all. But
facts.
I'll shit on him next week about that. But I had them as well, like a 6 seed. They starting off hot, but you know, Donovan Mitchell, he has been with like a one seed, 2 seed before. What happened to him when he did that?
That's true.
It's
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but that's
I ain't
got
buying into it.
His next best player is not some Rudy fucking Gobert though.
that
That
is true.
and that's the saving grace. I'll give you that. You know you'll look decent, but I don't think it's too many killers in the East, and it's like I said, like we got 20 games. We need to see this. Some some teams ain't starting off that hot, but they pick it up. It don't matter what Cleveland doing; they can keep this going the whole time. But when you go against them dogs in the playoffs, it's a whole nother ball game, bro. So Donovan Mitchell looking great, bro. Like I said, I like their team. You know, it should get a city and a team hope that, you know what I'm saying, at least it's fun to watch their games and they gonna be good. They might finish in top 4, top 4, top 5, but title contenders, hell no. I think you gonna beat Milwaukee or Minnesota. Miami, fucking Boston and all them. I don't think they can beat them in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they can beat teams like that in the playoffs.
So Devion, I've been going over this one
You know,
in my head a lot. I started planning the show a little later than I had wanted to, but probably around like 5:30 Eastern time here. And Devin, I feel like I have a team every year that I kind of buy into. I feel like earlier than the majority. I think they might be my team this year. Like a couple years ago, it was the Suns. They ended up going to the finals. Last year, it was Memphis.
Sure.
They had a good run. To me, like a title contender basically means like, do I feel like they could get to the Eastern Conference Finals? Like that's basically what a contender. If you can get to the Final Four in the NBA, you had a shot to win that year, right? And I think they can. I am buying the Cavs, and here's why. You brought up Milwaukee. I think of all the teams, at least defensively, to handle Milwaukee,
They one of them.
I think they might be the best.
They one of them for sure.
No, to me, even better than Boston. You can start Mobley on Giannis, and Mobley can then funnel Giannis into Jared Allen. Like that's gonna be about as good as anybody can do.
Yeah, that worked one
in
game.
my opinion.
1.5. after that, he gonna be cooking. Like, but I'll give you that. Teams like that, one game or 1.5 games will make a difference with that. I'll give you that.
I legit think that they can give Giannis problems the entire series. Entire series.
I feel
Bro,
you.
they got. I mean, in my opinion, the best personal defender for Giannis is still Bam. But I mean, Mobley is like right there. Mobley is
I like him
like Bam, where he can move his feet with people on the perimeter. Like he can be the kind of the guy that starts on him. And then if Giannis is amazing. So like it's gonna be hard to like not pick Milwaukee to beat them. Like I don't think I would pick Cleveland to beat Milwaukee, obviously, but if I'm thinking of like the hardest way for Giannis to have to consistently be good is going through those two.
Yeah, I like Allen. Yeah, Allen is that. He really is a beast. I don't know why. Like, I don't even want to get into that, but I respect this game.
I mean, there's multiple.
I respect that game for sure.
They could start Mobley on him, or they could start Mobley on Brook Lopez, start Jared Allen on Giannis, basically dare Giannis to shoot, right? Then if he tries to drive, then the help side guy can be Mobley, who is athletic enough to then, if he forces a pass to Brook Lopez, athletic enough to get back out there and make it tough on Brook Lopez. Because I'm sorry, like I know he's a pretty good 3-point shooter, but that's who I'm living with him shooting threes.
I'm a live on everything. I'll live and die by that.
All right, so let's go to the 2 seed in the West. The Portland Trailblazers.
Man, none of that.
I didn't have them making the playing game, so this is a huge surprise to me so far. But I want to know if you are buying or selling, and let's just use my kind of example from the last one. Could they make it to a Western Conference Finals? I think that is contender enough.
Contender never be making the playoffs.
No. I'm not giving everybody that makes the playoffs a title contender.
For them, you did. Because
No, I'm saying the context is I'm asking
like,
if you are buying or selling them as a
I'm
contender.
selling.
Meaning,
He's
I'm selling.
that's true.
Like, I'm selling because no, bro. Just they good for what they got.
Oh
But
shit.
bro, when they get late on the season, we're gonna see if they still got that same energy. On top of that, if they somehow, now I do think they can be in the play-in. I'll say that for sure. They can fight. They can be in the play-in. But if somehow, some way they win, they play-in game and do sneak in, they over with, bro. Like that's not even like I'm. Like, I love Dame. You know, Dame my favorite PG, but I just don't, bro. Unless they make some moves, or unless that young team that Dame surrounded with is just get on some dog shit. Like,
hey, Anthony Simons has been.
I like Simons.
Hooping.
Jeremy Grant been doing this thing, like, but I feel like they ain't got enough, bro. Like they run up against Dallas, Golden State, Memphis.
All right, I'm so sick of it. Can I just say something real quick? I am so sick of people talking about Dallas like they're gonna do something.
Bro, hey, well,
Bro, I watched them get their ass whooped by
to them
Golden
boys last year in Game 7 in their crib. Oh yeah, bro. They got it. If you got to play like that, you always got a chance. But I don't give a fuck. You got a chance because it ain't too many people in the league that can guard Luka, bro.
You know what?
Like,
It makes sense that you would like Luka. It makes a whole ton of sense.
Funny. He
Hey,
funny.
White James Harden. Of course you like him.
If Luka got traded to Miami, he damn gonna make y'all the favorites, bro.
What's that
He
white
damn
James
near
Harden?
I mean,
Well,
but he's
that's
gonna have to fit in. We made LeBron James fit in. All right, you think some fucking Luka?
That's what man. Fuck that. We talking about fucking.
I'm just saying, if Pat Riley wasn't gonna bend the knee to LeBron James, he damn sure not bend the knee to some fucking.
I'm not saying he's gonna bend the knee to him, but
white James? That's funny.
But yeah, bro, like you tripping if Luka gonna make y'all that much better, bro.
No, he would. He would definitely make us better. I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm just saying he's gonna have to fit in. Like this little bullshit where he does his little James Harden bullshit where he dribbles for 18 seconds and then just throws some bullshit up. That's not gonna happen in Miami.
I mean, you right. I ain't denying that, but shit.
It'd be the best thing. It'd be the best thing that would happen to Luka.
Yeah, Miami is the best thing happen to everybody, huh?
I mean, pretty much.
Shit.
You see what happens when people leave.
I see what happens. People stay too. Shit.
They just go to the finals.
Y'all ain't won nothing yet since LeBron left. Y'all got there one time. Y'all ain't won shit since LeBron left, man.
And it ran against LeBron.
Hey, you feel me? Like
that bitch owes me a championship too.
When against LeBron.
Hey, come on, man. Like y'all good, but
oh shit.
I think Miami, like I say, the thing about Miami is I think a lot in the offseason, a lot of teams in the East made moves and y'all pretty much stayed the same. Like y'all didn't get no better in the offseason than me compared to some
congratulations on the PJ Tucker sweepstakes. Yeah, y'all really made a ton of moves there.
You would love to have PJ right now. The Lakers would, Golden State would.
PJ Tucker.
I would.
If PJ Tucker was still, he would still be.
Come on, bro. Like niggas would love to. But I told y'all.
I love PJ. I'm just saying, like, I've never seen like because this happened in Heat Twitter, right? Like, you would have thought this was the offseason where LeBron James left when PJ Tucker fucking left. I'm like, all right. I mean, he's a really good role player, but I promise you, the Heat have the same record if PJ Tucker was there. Yeah, I promise you that.
PJ, but he showed up for y'all. I told y'all, I said PJ is a playoff move, bro. Like during the regular season, he gonna do what he do, cool. His impact is gonna be felt during that playoff run, bro. Like that's what we got PJ for, bro. Like if he's sucking it up during the season, I'm not gonna be like, I mean, as long as he hit a 3 every now and then, I'm cool. And I know he gonna play defense regardless, regular season or not. His impact is gonna be in the playoffs, bro. He gonna be he's one of them role players. It's like, okay, like he helped spark that play. Like I'm saying, if you got a playoff run, and even if you happen to get to the finals, and if you happen to win that bitch, players like him gonna be looked at on the story like, damn, like
right. You're way ahead of yourself. Let's get back on topic. Devion, you buying or selling the Portland Trailblazers?
I didn't have them even in the playoffs, like playing game, nothing. But really looking at their roster, I low key, if I really think about it, it's like shit, this is probably the rosters that they used to and they thrive in. If you really look at it. So I'm just like, I say this: they might make the playoffs, like in the low
You
season.
buying or selling, man? Take a stand.
I'm not, bro. You know I'm not buying them. They make the playoffs now. You know I was wrong about them being in the playing game, but like, nah, bro. I don't got no faith in them and play, especially in the first round exit. Bye.
Yeah.
Like I ain't buying that shit.
They
But
don't
I
make the
like to
playoffs.
see them.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm selling the fuck out of them. Like them. Think they're a good story. I think I will be wrong with them missing the play-in tournament, but I'm still not even confident in that.
I might be confident now because the bottom of the West, they better than most teams at the bottom of the West. I will say that.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Like,
they might. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't like guarantee that they're gonna fucking make the play-in. That's all I'm saying.
oh no,
At this point.
not
But-
not guaranteed at all. No, I need one more.
No, I just like they just don't have enough. Like Dame is nice, but like I just don't know if I see Dame contending when I guess Jeremy Grant's their second best player. Maybe it's Anthony Simons. Like I don't think that's I don't think it's gonna be enough to be like to beat like a Phoenix or a Golden State,
Nope.
Denver, like those teams. So not buying it, selling it. But let's play it. Let's play a little start sit cut. We're doing team edition though. Start sit cut of the 5 and 7s in the East. The Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets, and Philadelphia 76ers. Now I know you typically do this with players because players start sit, whatever, but y'all get the concept. Who do you think is best, second, third? So all 5 and 7. Big tie for like 12th, 11th, 10th right now. Obviously, not the start to the season that any of these teams wanted. They've all been dealing with some various form of injury / suspension. Jerem, I'll let you go first on this one. Let you go first.
This was a good one, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. Shit's hard. This low key hard as fuck.
It ain't that hard for me though.
Yeah, of course.
Philly, Brooklyn, and two. The last two can be 5 obviously because I think Brooklyn ain't really look that good. They beat bad teams and they ain't really look that good because Ben Simmons don't know what the fuck going on over there. And then Miami.
I want to make sure I clarify this. This is like who you expect to be there at the end of the year, right? Like obviously not how they not judging them on their first 12 games. Their first 12 games, they've all fucking sucked. Right?
Oh,
like,
us for
like,
sure.
be there at the end of the season. Who you think it will return to their kind of contender form, start sit cut. I don't know if that changes your answer at all, Jerm, but I just want to make sure I clarify that before we go too far.
You said the last one who will return to the.
Like these are all like title favorites.
Right.
Like basically start sit cut in terms of like who now that we've seen the first 12 games, how you kind of rank them basically as title contenders.
I'm gonna say Philly, Brooklyn, Miami, yeah.
So you're saying start Philly, of course.
Yeah.
You're benching Brooklyn and you're cutting my Heat.
Yeah.
All right. The disrespect for the team that fucking bounced your dumb ass from the playoffs last year. All right.
With a healthy Embiid, I doubt it happens. We're gonna beat y'all again this year too. So,
bro, healthy Embiid, unhealthy Embiid, y'all weren't winning that fucking series last year. Devion, what you got?
That's funny as fuck. I'm gonna start the Nets, sit Heat, and I'm cutting 76ers. The Nets, I'm cool with the Nets. Like they got a new coach, gotta give a couple things. Kyrie, we used to him being fucking Kyrie. That shit don't bother me no more.
So you're just used to that, huh?
Yeah, that shit don't bother me. I'm just looking pure like basketball, couple things, cool. I think they'll get that shit together, be good. The Heat, I just never can sleep on the Heat. Like if I try to, they do something. They suck right now, but shit, you can trade Hero, get a whole bunch of pieces, and your organization change like that.
I would just say
keep them.
the Heat's first 12 games, with the exception of this a couple games against Sacramento and this last game against
Don't look bad.
Charlotte. They played like the fucking Celtics, Bulls, Golden State twice. They've played like
Don't
I think
say ain't
Philly
shit.
once. Like they played like teams.
Don't say ain't been no shit neither. Or the Bulls. Like y'all act like y'all playing the top of the top. If y'all ain't played Milwaukee, Utah, like
Bro,
bro,
we're
y'all
not
playing
talking about
teams-
some fucking Utah. We played
I'm
all right. We
saying,
played the Trailblazers twice.
regularize.
We played the goddamn second place Trailblazers twice.
Who?
While you're talking, the Heat did. We already played both our games against Portland.
That's what I'm saying.
In our
Like y'all
first
playing like I thought you.
Bro, you can't say like, oh well, the fucking Bulls got a
No,
bad
I
record,
thought
so they
you was
fucking
trying to say,
suck.
like-
Then say, oh well, Portland, they have a great record, but actually they fucking suck. You got to pick a side or one of the other sides, right? You
No, I
got
thought-
Boston, they got a good record. Do you
I
want
thought
record
you
or do you
was
want
saying-
the?
I thought
Huh?
you were trying to say like y'all have played against some of the toughest teams in the league up until now. I'm like, no, like hell.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
okay,
you think it's easy to go play Golden State? I can't wait for that ass whooping y'all gonna get.
Okay,
I
'cause we
can't wait for it.
played Milwaukee though. Next.
Yeah. I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just saying the Heat's 5-7 has not been against like they're not like blowing a bunch of games against like fucking I don't know the Lakers. Sorry,
Okay,
yeah.
only game we
I
blew
Houston.
don't hurt my feelings.
you want to get
Shit.
San Antonio and Wizards, I give you that. Even though San Antonio been looking way better than what I thought they was.
Fucking
But
trash.
I don't
I
expect
don't
them
know
to
how they
win,
winning.
but they've been playing a
All
lot
right.
better than I thought.
So I'm gonna start the team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, the Heat.
Still leaving off that shit. God damn.
So, I mean, yeah, like it was like 13 games ago. See, I really want to be like disrespectful right back to you, but I don't believe in the dysfunction that is the Brooklyn Nets. So I'm gonna bench Philly and cut Brooklyn because I just think Brooklyn at
man.
every single level has like some sort of dysfunction. So I just like I'm not grabbing hold of that shit. Just not. Like the talent is all there, but I just have no faith that it's all going to work out. The Heat have looked like they're trying to figure out how to make it work with Hero as a starter. I
Don't
trust.
give me that, man. Don't get, bro. Y'all got the same team, Will. The same fucking
All right.
team.
Do you want to learn something about basketball? Or do you just want to start selling
here we
all
go.
your
Yeah,
bullshit?
bro,
Because you just told me how important it was that PJ Tucker left my fucking Heat, so we don't have the same fucking team. We're apparently missing some vital piece to our team in PJ
Okay.
Tucker. So
How many new pieces do y'all have this year?
shit. For real.
not many that are playing, but we're right now we're injured. Oladipo hasn't played a game yet.
Outside of
Oladipo
injuries,
hasn't played a game yet.
okay, injuries,
Hero has
okay.
missed 2 games. Butler's missed 2 games.
That's
Like,
cool.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Like everybody dealing with injuries, I get that part. I'm just saying, like in general.
Miami do
I'm
this shit all the
telling
time, though,
I'm
bro.
telling you right now
Yeah.
that Tyler Hero being inserted as a starter has not gone well yet. He has not figured out how to play with the starting unit. That's why they have had issues
Why
in
is he
some of their
starting?
games.
Like, who you feel should be starting since he's not doing? Like, you think he should be starting, or do you feel like somebody else?
I think they should still personally. If I were running the Heat and I wasn't the one that had to like, oh, we just paid this man $130 million contract, I would start Strus or Duncan Robinson still, and let Hero be 6-man again.
Right.
Because to me, that's the best formula for the Heat. Their starters are going to be better than the other team starters most nights. Like the Heat starting unit historically is always a plus when it comes to their plus minus. Like their net rating is always positive. And then when you have Hero coming off the bench, he's going up against other teams' bench players. He can expand the lead. Right now, especially with Oladipo out, your best bench player is like Gabe Vincent or Max Strus or
y'all talking about other shit. Yeah, Oladipo.
So now when they're fully healthy, I would prefer Oladipo to start. I would prefer that.
Yeah.
I think it's still going to be Hero, but my issue with Hero is he's got a little bit of Harden to him, where he loves to play with the ball. He like someone gives him a nice chest pass in the corner, wide open 3, like he feels like he has to put that bitch on the ground, and it like that shit drives me fucking nuts. But I think he'll figure it out. It's just a matter. He's not used to being in that role, and it shows. You got Caleb Martin starting now. That's probably a stretch for his talent, but we'll see. Jay Crowder will be back on the Heat eventually. So
You happy
We're gonna
about
make that
that?
trade. Yeah,
You
he can
happy
be
about that?
he can play the PJ Tucker role. I mean, basically, that's what
all you
what
gonna
he
do.
I'm fine with that.
That's all y'all been
I'd much,
swapping out
I would,
players
I
like
would
that
much,
anyways.
I'd much rather have Caleb Martin off the bench, kind of being like an instigator, energy guy, than necessarily being a starter. I think he lacks a little like toughness that like a PJ Tucker or Jay Crowder brings to that like kind of undersized 4. But we'll see. It's the Heat. They're gonna like Spo get the rotations figured out. We just got to get Oladipo back. Dedmon's got to stop being a fucking idiot, which he's been doing a little better job of lately. But we're good. 6 and 7 coming tomorrow.
This go back to me saying like y'all, to me, y'all didn't get no better in the offseason. Like y'all didn't like compared to other teams.
We were a 3-pointer away from the finals. We didn't have to get that much better.
And KD was a step toe away from beating Milwaukee, which we would have fucking beat everybody ass and won the finals. It happens. Fuck that shit.
I'm not hearing that. Y'all lost in like the second round. I'm not.
He got swept. KD got swept the next year.
We literally won the second round.
Or no, that was the first round.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm saying.
No, it was
Miami, bro. Miami does this every year though, bro. Like Miami can suck for 40 games and they'll find a way to be good. Like for real,
they're not winning. They're not winning. Like this.
Bro, all right. If you ain't winning, and shit, if my team ain't winning, I want them to go far. So at least it's attractive to somebody who want to come play with me, So I'm just being honest, bro.
Like the organization is good. Even the coaching is great. I understand that, but I'm just not sold on. Like I'm just not.
I feel you.
I'm saying
I switch positions with the Lakers. I just say that
this ain't got nothing to do with the Philly shit. I ain't really been sold on them for real. Like they a good team. I don't know what NFL team I would compare them to, but like they're a good team. I just ain't sold on them. Like they like the Packers.
You don't gotta be
sold, good, but they get the playoffs. They ain't no shit.
You don't gotta be sold on them.
So we gonna see what y'all do this year. So
I'm sold on
when's your next game?
Tomorrow, I think.
All right, don't lose. Don't be looking up. Don't be looking up at Miami. I'm on your ass. You better the rest of the season. Don't be looking up at Miami.
I better not lose tomorrow. My friend,
no, for real, we better not lose playing fucking Charlotte. We better not fucking lose.
I'm gonna see when we play y'all because I can't fucking wait.
I can't wait either.
I cannot fucking.
Y'all low key got like y'all organizations low key got like a little feud.
Oh no, it's definitely a rivalry.
Yeah, like the last couple of years, I like this shit too. I ain't gonna.
That's been a rivalry for a minute now.
Couple years.
Last year when Harden got there, but
no, because this just go back to you got to remember who was Jimmy on before he went to the Heat.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah,
they was on Philly.
But Harden got nothing to do with it.
Left and went to the finals.
First of all, this ain't about you. He just said Philly and Miami got a beef. All right, he didn't say Harden and Miami got a beef. We all know Harden. Miami's probably one of Harden's top 3 favorite fucking cities. Got strip clubs out the fucking ass down.
Why he never try to go there then? Why he never try to hoop for them then?
I don't know. He should have.
I'm just saying.
Why didn't we want him?
No. Why did he want y'all either? See, don't act like he tried to go to Miami. Y'all said no.
Bro, we were rumored. We were rumored to turn down offers to get James Harden.
Anytime in James Harden's career, especially in fucking Houston, anytime in his career, if he'd have been like, I want a trade request, and if Miami would have been the team he wanted to go to, I guarantee he'd have played for the Miami Heat. Guaranteed.
I think if it came down to the Heat actually were interested in the offer when Brooklyn ended up trading for him, he would have been fine with going to Miami. We were on his list of teams.
I ain't saying he hate going there. He would hate going. I'm just saying like that's when.
I mean, if he has the choice, like to play with Miami or Brooklyn, like he's not going to turn down either if he doesn't want to be in fucking Houston. He's going to either one.
But I'm saying that he's
only one of those 2 teams wanted to trade for his ass, Jeremy.
He's going to pick Brooklyn.
We didn't want his bitch ass. All right, how'd that go for him?
I'm saying he didn't want y'all. He want to go there. Like, I know it's
Miami. How many years did you got to finish behind Miami? I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
How many years have you finished in front of Miami?
Go over there and fucking lose. I don't care.
How many years have you finished in front of Miami? Because you act like when he was in the West.
Never.
Okay, all right, bro.
He don't know anything about doing what Miami does. Who's his finals
Bro,
loss against? Who's
bro,
his
y'all
finals
need
loss
LeBron.
against?
Y'all need LeBron. That's
Who's his
all.
finals lost against?
I mean, I know he gets LeBron. Y'all ain't been shit since he left and won't.
Stop. We've been more shit than James Harden.
Shit, I can't tell.
We've been to the finals since. Has James Harden? Has James Harden?
I get it. Yeah,
all right, then. So we've been more shit than James Harden then. All right. You know how we end the show. We choose love or we choose violence. You know what? I'm going to just start this one off. I usually let one of y'all go first. I'm feeling good now. I'm choosing violence. And I'm choosing on some weak-ass fucking James Harden because Jeremy got me all fucking pissed off now. Fuck James Harden. I don't got any reason for it. Fuck his foot. Fuck the Philly 76ers. They're fucking weak. James Harden ain't never going to win a championship playing that way. He might as well just let that contract run out, come ride the bench in Miami in his glory years, and try and get a fake championship that way. That's his best shot.
He would definitely start for y'all. y'all with Kyle Lowry. He started with Kyle Lowry, bro.
Kyle Lowry's a little bit of a sore subject.
Don't disrespect. Don't ever disrespect.
I'm not.
Kyle Lowry.
He started with Kyle Lowry, bro.
Kyle Lowry's a little bit of a sore subject. All right. I'm done. Lowry's been playing better the last couple games, but I didn't love the trade to begin with.
He's taking all money and that weekend.
Hey boy, I love to be here. Average ass player getting all that money. Not Lowry.
All right, Devion, what do you choose? You choosing love? You choosing violence?
You know my slogan, baby. Violence. I don't like that weak ass. Like I don't like what the Brooklyn Nets did with Kyrie and all that extra shit. That shit's so fucking stupid. Like I just don't understand. Like I feel like I should just try to be a GM for the NBA, bro. I don't think I could do worse than what they doing, man. That's just like what I think with bullshit like this happens.
I don't think the GM was doing it, but
nah,
go ahead.
I'm blaming everybody. You know, I'm blaming the whole organization until they do right by this shit. Like I just don't like what they did, and I understand like why you took the coach, for with this situation, but I would have taken bro, even with this shit. Like I don't care.
Bro,
like,
we're not about to sit on here and start fucking hyping up sexual fucking assaulters, all right? We're not gonna be that.
Bro, you talking about this sexual assault, bro? Until this shit come out,
bro, he did this shit like 2 months ago.
Until it comes out, I believe.
Bro, if dude can't even fucking deny them, he did.
I'm gonna fuck if nobody deny until it come out. I'm never calling nobody. I'm never saying somebody's guilty before it's proven. I'm always standing on that. But that organization should not be fining him, making him.
That's fine. You're not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying he needs to go to jail or anything. But I'm saying you also don't need to go sign him to a whole new contract before the facts have been fucking decided.
Well, guess what? They already doing a whole bunch of bullshit. Why not add to it? At least you'll win some games. At least you'll win some fucking games. They don't got no fucking morals. Fuck all that extra shit, will we? Fuck all that.
They're trying to have morals. That's why they're coming down so hard on fucking Kanye Irving.
Yeah, Kanye Irving. That's Jay Irving for sure. But they're a little harsh on them. I just don't like what the organization doing with all this extra shit. That's all I am. I just think they unfair.
Fine suspension. Meet with the owner as long as he's like genuine in his apology.
And I'm low key, and I'm be real. I'm low key sick of like every time a black person does something wrong, they be shitting on us like this. It's like they gotta make a motherfucking example out of us. Like that shit. I'm sick of seeing this shit, bro. I'm just keeping G, man. Like we can't do nothing right. Be the greatest motherfucking basketball player in the world, say one wrong thing, get his ass out of there. And Gucci had a motherfucking noose, and then they canceled them for a week. And motherfuckers, I'm still wearing Gucci. Gucci went right back to the top. It's like, man, I'm sick of seeing this shit, boy. So that's really what I'm pissed off about. I'm just sick of it. Like it's always gotta be my people that gotta be made an example of, bro. Like, fuck, nigga, we the reason the NBA great. Shit, show some motherfucking respect. Shit, I'm done. That's
Well, Jerm, what you got?
dumbass thing.
Oh shit. Oh man. I'm going I'm going with violence too. Shit. Fuck it. It's a violent for day. Fuck the NFL.
Said fuck the NFL.
Fuck that shit.
Damn, it's not the NFL's fault. Your team fucking suck.
Right
Oh,
now,
God.
uh,
Oh man.
I ain't gonna say it, but the Cardinals have pissed me off too. Fuck the Cardinals. We shouldn't even fucking lost to Philly at all.
Talking about the St. Louis Cardinals, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Just making sure.
Let's go for the Cubs too, for sure. Because y'all, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you at that championship, y'all was. Well, I tried to tell you. They thought we was over with. Our Cardinals ain't making the playoffs, y'all. Bro, we gonna always.
Bro, it's 6 years later.
We always gonna. But I told you, give it time.
Y'all
though.
finally made the goddamn playoffs six years later. You're
We
fucking.
made it last year too. The past 2 years we made the playoffs. And y'all haven't. Y'all haven't.
Bro, we won.
Y'all haven't.
The NLCS and went to the NLCS again. Like we've been
Fuck it.
living in the playoffs.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all had a fucking squad. Y'all had hitters. Y'all had pitching. I said, bro, y'all got
Hey, and who was on that team that bounced y'all? Hey, nah, I'm talking about my boy Schwarber.
Oh yeah, so yeah, his little fat ass was.
Yeah. That 2016 team still giving you fucking team nightmares.
I'm cool though. We got chips.
Smacking your shit.
Like, well, y'all did y'all thing. Y'all was hot, but I told you that shit was gonna be short lived. All right. I told you.
6 years, like a.
Y'all ain't been searching for the. Bro,
2015 to 2020 is not a small window. That's a 5-year window.
Like y'all, after that, y'all made the playoffs maybe once or twice since then.
Since when?
Since y'all won the championship.
No, that's a lie. We went to 2 straight NLCSs after we won the World Series. Lost to the Dodgers both times.
I said 2 times. I said y'all made the playoffs like what, maybe 2 times.
Right? No, but then we kept going to the playoffs. 2021 was the first year we missed the playoffs.
All right. Well, what have you done for me lately? It was just shit. So,
five-year run. 5-year run of being a contender. Y'all been pretenders.
Hey,
y'all been pretenders since 2015.
I said, bro, keep that same energy. Like, bro, y'all got y'all first chip. It's gonna be another chip. Y'all see another chip, bro. Like,
What have you done for me lately?
Hey, what year is it? What year is it? It's 2022.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all already had 11 years, buddy boy.
What you talking about?
You already had 11 years without one.
Oh yeah,
over
that's cool.
Decade.
I got
Over
y'all
a decade.
Weak
ass fucking team.
Don't go that route. Y'all got yours most recent. Okay, we know that. Like, okay, duh.
Right. So who's been more relevant then?
Tampa Bay just got one. When the fuck they finna go back? No time soon, because once Brady done, they done anyway. But bro, come on now, calm down.
Don't go to football.
Yeah, but yeah, fuck all that shit.
You want to talk about one hit wonders?
Fuck, shit, it don't matter. What shit? Do you want to talk about one hit wonders?
hey, my team's got the best season in the history.
I visualized my team winning me a Super Bowl. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Come on, let's not go there.
All right, first of all, this is a basketball podcast.
Yeah,
I've seen my team win 3.
That's cool.
You've seen your boy win none. You want to add up all of our teams? How many we've seen? You want to add up all of our teams?
Cardinals got 11. So that's right.
You didn't see 11. You didn't see 11.
Oh, okay. You want not talking about seeing? Okay, how many have you?
That's seen? What you just said. I've seen
1 Cub,
4.
3 Heat. That's it.
Yeah, I've seen 4. You've seen 2.
I've seen
or 3. You've seen 3.
What?
So I got you. I got 4-3. You've seen 2 from the Cardinals, 1 from your Saints, none from weak ass Harden. So I got you 4-3.
I'm 1 short. Ooh, you beat me so bad.
Hey, I'll stay out of this conversation, boys. I've seen quite a bit.
Shut up. You got 5.
You
ain't that fantastic either.
NBA cool with me, you know what I'm saying? But fuck the Heat.
This show went off the rails.
I love this shit, but this is a real rivalry. I can't wait till y'all play.
Well, hey, if we see y'all in the
playoffs,
playoffs,
we're about to beat their ass again.
I'm really praying we see y'all in the playoffs again. Like,
bro, we made both James Harden and Joel Embiid quit. We made them both quit.
You right about that one.
James Harden didn't want to shoot the basketball in the second half. Joel Embiid Joel Embiid fucking was like 2 of 15.
I ain't got no excuse for that. Embiid, well, other than Embiid,
I know you don't. You got your ass
Embiid was
whooped.
hurt. I got an excuse
Usual.
for Harden. Embiid was had Embiid been healthy, I think y'all still would have been over with. That's my personal
Bro,
opinion.
what part about his face prevented him from shooting and making a basketball?
Will,
Bro, no, because I'm not.
Hold on.
Because I watched him before Harden was there. I watched him bounce the Heat with the same fucking injury.
Bro.
When Dwayne Wade was still playing.
First off, bro, when you play with a broken whatever, like that's still gonna alter you. Like you got to match. If you hoop like y'all, I know y'all do.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
On top of that, his
Embiid will find an excuse to play like shit in the playoffs when it counts, no matter what. It can be his face, it can be his thumb, it can be his hamstring, it can be the coach, it can be Ben Simmons, it can be whatever you want. He's gonna find an excuse. Just like James Harden is gonna find a way to disappear every year. It's okay. It's just what happens.
Nah,
there's always something. There's always something that's gonna make these guys not show up.
He hasn't had the basketball guys of his size as far as injuries and shit. I will say
that's his own damn fault. He's always falling on the fucking floor, flopping like a little bitch.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I do.
I'm saying, got you on that one. He played like a center.
Since I've been watching, since I've really been watching Philly, like Embiid do a lot of goofy shit, bro. Like he
is the James Harden of centers.
He do a lot. Calm down.
Look,
he do a lot of goofy shit.
That's low key.
He just like the game the other night ago. I'm at work watching the game, bro. He killing momentum. We steal the ball. He's gonna it was like a 2-on-3. He ended up getting the ball in transition off a steal, and B was pushing up the floor. He had 3 bodies in front of him. You got Maxey running to your right on the wing. He tried to 2-2 offensive foul. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, then you get in foul trouble, which you had to sit. We already ain't got James Harden, and then you picking up unnecessary fouls, bro, which had made you go to the bench. And the Hawks pretty much took advantage. Like Capella down there catching all types of oops. Like I'm like, boy, you gotta be smart, but like he just do a lot of goofy shit. Like but for me, like Shaq say, it's the mindset nowadays. Don't nobody got that big man mindset. They might have it for a game or two, but
like I said, Germ, and I'm gonna close the show out on this one. You're gonna find a way to quit. He does it every year. Oh, my ankle, my knee. Ben Simmons didn't dunk it. Doc Rivers doesn't know what he's doing, or Brett Brown doesn't know what he's doing. There's always something.
I think he got a valid issue with the Ben Simmons shit, though. That's valid, bro. If Ben play like Ben supposed to, fuck that. That's valid, bro.
Ben Simmons made Trae Young shoot like 20% from the field in that series. I'm not blaming shit on Ben Simmons.
No,
he should have. He should have dunked one fucking basketball. That did not lose them a goddamn 7-game series.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that one play. I'm saying in general, like Ben should be better. Period. If Ben was who everybody thought he was when he came to the league with that contract that he signed, if Ben was Ben, I think he would still be in Philly, and Philly would. I ain't saying they would have won the chip, but they probably would have got close to winning one. If Ben was Ben, that's what I'm saying. Like in general,
Ben Simmons is the only 6'10" dude that gets criticized for not being able to shoot the basketball. So I'm going to say 3 impossible. We've been on for over an hour and a half. We got to sign off now.